Hello, lovely people. I just had to clean the screen there a little bit. Just wanted to check in and give you kind of a midweek update on things that have been going on in my life. First and foremost, I graduate finally in 16 days. That's right, 2 weeks, 2 days. My regalia is on its way, so I should get my graduate hood and things just in a couple days. And it's like, woo! You know, that's taken forever. So that's pretty cool. It's springtime here now, finally, after the blizzard and the prolonged temperatures in the 20s through 40s throughout the entire month of April. Now we are in the 50s and 60s. And 2 days ago we had 72 as the high. So welcome springtime in full vengeance. That's great because the garden is coming to life quicker than I've ever seen it. I mean, the rhubarb is a great big bush. The onions I got to transplant and other stuff, and it's coming along. But you probably saw that on Monday, so that's cool. I'll be doing a lot of yard work this weekend. I think I've got most of Saturday free, and the weather should be nice. So I'm going to do my lawn treatment and just do some cleaning outside. Maybe I'll finally finish the stinking rain barrels. You know, there's stuff to do. I'm going to help my mom with some lawn treatment too. Because that's what you do. You help your family. Other than gardening stuff, I started on the crib, so that should be done in a couple weeks. This is one of the railings, one of the bars for the top part of the crib. I probably am embedding a picture of the image that I'm going off of right here before your eyes. Miraculous. Instead of spindles, I'm going with rods. These are 1.5 inches wide, and they're 3/4 of an inch thick. I've built a crib before, and I think I used approximately this sizing. Don't worry, I'm following all the required safety protocols, but I just wanted to show you I'm coming along with things. There's a lot of repetitive cuts for this. Like all of these, this is about 24 inches from tenon to tenon, 1.5 inches wide. I did 54 of them, I think, from 6 boards, 6 1x6x6 boards, the select pine, so it's nice and straight. And I'm joining them with tenons, as you can see here on the end. But I haven't fully decided if I'm going to take a router to the end of the edge boards, so the top and the bottom are going to be like that, and the tenon will go into it like this. And I haven't fully decided if I'm going to route in a slot for it and then round over the corners here, or if I'm going to just keep the dado stack set up and rig a jig for these to go in vertically, and then cut away the center, cut away a little bit on the sides, and essentially have 2 doubled ends, because then I could take the edge of the board that these are going into, and I can just drill 2 holes along it like this, and then each of these will just like that. I just haven't decided yet. I was going to do some straight up mortise and tenon. I got a really nice mortising attachment for my drill press for Christmas from my mother. And I went to get it all set up, and it turns out I don't have the right size drill press. You need a certain size chuck in order for the attachment shaft to attach to it, and mine is just too small. But I mean, my drill press is 15 years old, and it was the smallest model that Fleet Farm had at the time or whatever. So eventually, when I get a newer drill press, the next year and a half, I'm going to be doing a lot of estate sale hunting this summer. So fingers crossed for a nice old Delta for $100, So we'll see what we got. Anyways, that attachment will work for that. Which is all to say that my idea of doing straight up mortise and tenon for this isn't going to work, which is why I'm trying to think of another option for this. What I was going to do as of last night was run a channel along the bottom like this, and then these would just slide straight in the channel I was going to do it on my table saw. You know what I mean? Kind of like I did for the mission style porch swing video from a couple years ago. And then I was going to fill in the spaces between each of the rails here with tiny little filler pieces, like keys essentially. And that was going to be great, except the boards, instead of being straight on, they're slightly curved. And I can't rig up a jig on my table saw for the life of me to keep the board straight as it's going through without binding to the blade, or instead of having a line right down the center, having it kind of go like that, and I don't want to deal with it. So that's why I'm leaning towards the like the double pin makeshift fake dowel spiel that I talked about. What do you think? It's the whole point of this video, is I want to know what you would do in my situation. That is affordable and practical. So as this video gets, or as the build for the cribbage, as the build for the crib keeps going along, I'm going to do it in a similar fashion as I did for the little library build, where that build comes out at the end, and it's probably just music and a lot of short clips. There were like 200 some clips for that video, and I think it looked really nice. It had a good flow to it. So I'm going to do something similar to that for the crib itself. But prior to that video going out, I'm going to have probably 2 videos that are more vlog style. One where I talk about my thoughts behind everything, so like all the joinery, the design, blah, 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 blah. And then another video probably dedicated just towards the safety standards, because I know that's going to be one of my comments, like, oh, you can't build your own crib because of safety standards, blah, 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 blah. And I understand those. Those are great concerns, and I did a lot of research beforehand, and I am building it to spec. So, but I think that merits its own kind of video, because I might capture a different audience than I normally get from my videos, who are looking for, like, crib stuff. You know, some new parents like myself. We'll see. So anyways, you'll start seeing videos for that coming out. I have kicked off, or I've relaunched sort of my my Instagram account. I'm posting there once or twice every day now, which is cool. Short little like time-lapse videos, or me talking about something, or pictures. Like I posted a neat one the other day that's actually the thumbnail for this video of just a bunch of the Tenons. So if you're an Instagram person, you can follow me along there. So anyways, that's my update. Let me know what you think I should do with this. Thanks for all of the really nice messages people have been sending me with our announcement that we're expecting our first child in August. That's been really, really sweet. Several of you have sent private messages to my Midwest Man Mountain email account. Thank you. I haven't gotten back to any of you, so I will. Thank you. Some really nice offers and just kind words. So appreciate everybody. I will get back to you all if you've written me something. And yeah, that should be it. So I will probably see you next with either a, week number 4 of the Gardening in Wisconsin tours. What do you think of those, by the way? I know it hasn't been like a whole lot to look at for the last month because it's a blizzard. But I think it's going to be good to have that week by week. And also, I might do a video on my rain barrels if I ever get around to that. Because, of course, I started that last fall at like the stupidest time to do it. Supposed to be in like July or August, but I just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Yeah. So, good springtime things coming. That's all I wanted to say. I'm rambling now. You probably should have clicked away well before this. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Happy springtime, and goodbye!